Hey folks, it's instrument time. Today we're going to talk about one more Rainsong. It's the last one I have, and in this case it is the Rainsong Parlor. This one is again a discontinued model. It is part of their Concert Hybrid series. So the Concert Hybrid series was a more affordable line that they made for a couple years. Mostly during the last economic downturn, to attempt to get a little bit more market share. So this is a Parlor. The Parlor is an aught size, single aught size, same as a Larrivee Parlor, same as a Martin O, and I've got my Larrivee right behind me, and I'll show them together in a little bit. This is really cool. The first year or so were completely blacked out, so black top, black sides, unidirectional fretboard like my Shorty, only this one has a gloss top and satin finish. This is their new improved satin finish. It is not noisy the way the RTF finish was on the older instruments, so definitely an upgrade there. The rosette is blacked out. The fretboard markers are not there at all. Pretty much the only thing that isn't blacked out is the Rainsong logo at the top. One of the reasons I bought this specifically, I like the fact that it's completely blacked out. It has no pearl inlay, it has no shell inlay, it has no wood. If I travel across international borders, like say I go to a convention in Canada, I can assuredly state that there are no sites controlled materials in this. There are no animal products, there are no wood products, so it is foul, fauna, and vegetable free. Like all Rainsongs, they're available with 3 necks. This has the 12 fret short scale neck on it, which matches my Shorty. They are also available with the 14 fret standard scale neck, and of course now, as of last year, maybe a year and a half ago, you can order this as a 12 string if you really want one. That would be kind of cool and maybe a little jangly, a bit more jangly than I might like. I mostly bought this for travel, so as you can see, it is essentially the exact same size as a Larrivee Parlor. 24.5 inch scale length, so it finger picks really nicely. And again, remember, the reason they're being marketed as parlor guitars and not as a travel guitar is because they still have plenty of volume to fill up your living room. So again, an aught size guitar is a full size guitar. It is simply the smallest of the standard full size guitars. I already mentioned the scale length. Nut width is 1 3/4, like all Rainsongs that aren't 12 strings. Fretboard radius is 20 inches, which is flat for some people. I like it. I already mentioned this is 12 frets clear of the body. All the Parlors have a cutaway, so you cannot get one. You cannot get a left-handed one because they do not have a left-handed mold. Truss rod is up here on the headstock, like a Gibson. The other thing to note about the Concert Hybrid series, like I said, they're available used. They're actually more now than they were when they came out a few years ago, due to the vagaries of demand and inflation. The Concert Hybrid had hybrid back and sides, so carbon and glass fill, unidirectional carbon top. And then roughly, I want to say halfway through production, maybe a third of the way through production, they actually did add a pair of fret markers at the 12th fret. So some of the newer ones have the cool double shark inlay at the 12th fret. This one does not, and as I said, I really wanted it for international travel because a couple years ago, Sites was getting somewhat out of control with respect to wood products, and so I wanted something that I could take across international borders if I needed to and not worry about any concerns on that order. This one does not have a pickup. I should add one. I have a lace sound hole pickup that sounds pretty decent that I keep in the case. The other thing about this one that I should mention is that Gator makes a 3/4 size case available from Musician's Friend that fits this perfectly, and that's the smallest hard case I've found that fits it. And even though it's carbon fiber, if I'm traveling via airline, I want it in a hard case because, well, airlines. We discussed that before. So I really like this one. I normally play a little bigger guitar. The Parlor is fun for, small venues, small gatherings, playing in the swimming pool, playing in the hot tub, those sorts of things. Again, they still make the Parlor, of course. They don't make this version anymore. This version was far more affordable than the fancier ones they make now. The closest one they make now would be the Concert Series. It also has a unidirectional top, but it has pure carbon back and sides rather than the hybrid back and sides. And the hybrid saved a little bit of money and also, in theory, made it a little bit more mellow, less glassy sounding. One thing I've found with carbon fiber instruments is that the strings really make more of a difference than on wood guitars. So you can really change the tonal qualities of a guitar by changing the strings, and on carbon fiber instruments I find that to be even more so the case than with wooden instruments. So if you have one of these, let me know. Leave a comment below if you want one of these. I don't blame you. They're cool. And once again, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you next time on Instrument Time.